Good, hi. It's like the same stream somehow. That's so weird. I don't know what's going on. So confused, but hey, we're here. Hmm. Hey, Scott. You made it. All right. When I talk, I stop focusing on finding you when I'm telling you. Yeah. Hi, Maria. Cool. Maybe we'll even get a few more people that we didn't reach in the first one. So it's all good, right? All right. And I don't know why I feel like I need a rush on here, but it's like, hey, you guys can come and go if you please, right? So I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm just going to speak what comes to mind and show you what shows up. And we'll be done when we're done, right? Yay, Janet. I love everything you have to say. I don't know if you get my responses. Um, a lot of times my responses are hidden. That's something that I would love to sit here and show you. Literally, I can go back for months and show you where most of my responses are hidden. Even on like the makeup tutorials I watch, I want to tell people that they are new earth angels, or when they're having skin problems and they're like, I don't understand, why all of a sudden I'm going through this, that, and the other. I believe it. I believe it one hot minute because we say similar things and they don't want the truth at any cost. So I've tried to understand if it was algorithms. I've tried to work around it, and now they've just completely like hidden me everywhere. Yeah, and I've also noticed where people will start to see some of the higher vibration messages that I've gotten, that I've shared, they'll start to see them over time. So there is a possibility that it's a vibration thing, like we've been speaking about, like we're raising into new realms of existence. And until people reach a certain point, they don't see, hear, or feel the things that we do. It's quite interesting. But it can be frustrating at times because I so want more people to know. I was feeling quite helpless when I got on here today. Yeah, the top of your head has been going numb on and off for weeks. That is something that I have just completely recovered from. And it's nothing to recover like a sickness or anything. And you probably understand it, DJ Truth, but I want to give you, hi, Plasma John Doe. Hey, hey. Yeah, you're awesome. And it's, okay, let me finish my thoughts. Your crown is activated. And absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, like a caterpillar to a butterfly, Scott. Perfect. So just imagine what that thing goes through during its process. A lot of freaking crazy change. Just look at what it's like before it comes in and when it comes out. Tremendous cellular change. That's what we're going through. And also, the crown being activated is a very intense feeling. Over the summer, I literally felt like I was walking around with a universe on top of my head. And guess what? I think that's kind of what we got going on in a way. And yeah, it's happening for you instead of you trying to do it. So we hear about all these sages and people trying to attain the rainbow body, the rainbow warrior, or not warrior, the rainbow status, the rainbow body, the light body status, and that they stayed in meditation for years and, devoted their entire lives to reaching and attaining these things. And we're getting there on our own. But see, that's what they had to do to break out of that Saturn matrix, out of the magnetic matter manipulation, and start activating their body. And what activates it is the love, and faith and hope. Yeah, it can be done, but Christ is here to pull you through, to catch you up. And that's so oh, I love it, Mia. Thank you. Exactly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, when I stopped really eating animal products. And I've always been a vegetarian on and off, but I've always liked cheese and half in my coffee. And I switched to coconut and almond milk a while back in my coffee because that's really the only place that I would have anything like that. And I love it so much more. But that's when I really, really had another bout of healing. I spoke that finding truth was more healing than anything. It was like a one up, like a level up, literally, physically. But I did notice that to apply something, applying veganism, and even in like an intermittent way, so healing. I healed so much. Yeah, I've been a vegetarian for a long time, and then I just finally am getting away from it. I'm finding that I'm so adverse to putting, like, I'll just try to put a piece of chicken in my mouth because I'm cooking it for my boys or whatever, and I literally can't do it anymore. It's not a big deal. I'm just like, nah, nah. And love and grace, that's why I'm here. That makes me so happy to hear because we don't have to go through this alone anymore. And I'm glad that I did, although it was very scary. I don't think that people have to go through that amount of fear to transform. I really don't believe that. Um, so we can break through it. Yeah, it's just happening. Like Mia explained, it's like with this return of the light through all of the bullshit, it's being done for us. I mean, of course, it's a soul choice, but these electromagnetic waves are reaching our heart. And I am going to wait to speak on more of it and how this is happening to everybody, not just to certain people, because I think that you'll really enjoy some of the insights that Tony Taylor has had. And I believe that she'll be going over those in the next several days. So I can't wait for you to hear what she has has completely understood. All right, give me a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. Cool, Kanda. I'm glad you made it. You weren't in my first one, were you? So I'm glad that we started over so that I could see all you. Yeah, and I figure even though it seems like my channel's hidden, I think that all of us met up enough and came to some clear understandings with each other enough that we're all points of light around the world, and it's just a matter of time. It's spreading like wildfire. And I put a video out about the I'm going to have to put another rebuttal out to Lion's Ground because I told him I would. And All to Love, yeah, I love MJ. And she's another one that's hidden. It's like, I know who's hidden because it's all of us women. It's all of us women. Yeah, T. Taylor, that's where I first met you, Plasma. I love the things you had to say on her channel, and yep, very cool. You've got a lot of beautiful information and understanding on the plasma, which is everything. Plasma is our Messiah. The plasma literally is the Messiah. Yeah, Tony Taylor saved my life. It was the darkest before the dawn thing, and I heard her information. I finally heard it. And I remembered, even at my, I was going to a wellness doctor and receiving Rife and essential oils. And I also would speak to the counselor on site there about what I was going through. And I would explain to her about, this is when I literally had like fibers sticking out of 10 parts of my body and stuff. I mean, it was insane. I was afraid to go anywhere because I was like, it was so crazy, you guys. It was so nuts. Oh my gosh, it was so nuts, you guys. But And apparently a lot of people are getting stuck in that phase because there's information to like just scrape it all off and like get rid of it over and over. And I know people that were like bathing in bleach and bathing in vinegar every day. And Tony explained to me that that is just taking off the layer of skin that needs to build up. We're literally like you said, the butterfly being transformed, but it is like a physical network being built. Like we're getting our heavenly flesh. We are becoming immortal beings, 10th dimensional beings. And so, we need a little thicker skin to survive the holy fires. Well, we are the holy fire. So, yeah, it gets nuts. And we'll understand more as we go. But for instance, let's see at my community. What's going on my community? So I loved what this woman had to say, but they were blocking my share. So I tried to share it again, and a few more people saw it, so I can see that it was worth it. And yes, I am positive about that. He's on there really preparing the people in the Saturn Matrix for what's coming, to be afraid of it and to just, not know what the fuck is going on, stay in confusion, stay in fear. I read those messages to you. These people sting everything really irritates me. So yeah, look, all to love. This one was so good. So good. And it's hidden. I put this up a while ago. Nobody can see it. Somehow this one slips through, which I was grateful for. That's Jupiter. And it's above our matrix, connecting to the matrix. It's Zeus. It's like the plasma Merkaba. That's like the father or something. It's really wild. I always share Paul's stuff, and that's hardly ever seen. He only has like 8,000 subs, and if somebody like him with the information he's showing should have a lot more than that. That's for sure. This was another one that I shared, Jessica Del Mar, and this was a good one. I have so many downloads when I listen to her. And that's been hidden. I shared that yesterday. Look, Emily, guess who's hidden? The angel, Emily Shane, hidden again. Okay? So, just so you all know. And this was a good one. I loved his thoughts on this spaced out productions, the vegan stuff. I mean, I'm not saying everybody should be liking my stuff, but I can tell when things don't get out and don't get circulated and aren't seen. Yeah, Emily, telling you every single time, every time I share your stuff, that's because you're an angel and they don't want you talking. They don't want you spreading the truth. So we're going to change that. I'm working on changing that right now. This is the reverse debunk that I did, which only had, well, anytime I see this blue energy, I bet you guys didn't really even see that. I think that this SpaceX object is the Holy Spirit. Boom. I think that is Comet Ison. I think that this is. So apparently it was seen in LA recently, and they're just hiding it from everybody. These are Pleiadian Blu-ray energies, but this is actually, I believe, the actual entity that is Christ, and they're just bastardizing it. So these things were seen in the 1300s, the same shape, the same like chemtrail looking lines. These were seen in the 1300s when people had their light bodies and they had the halos and all of that. Literally. So this to me is just another cover up for, they're like, oh yeah, there they go with SpaceX again. Bullshit. Bullshit, okay? So I don't care when or how or where that was filmed or what, it still is speaking to the truth that those things have been here on and off, and they're just covering shit up. Just covering it up. Crystal Keith, I shared your stuff. I wanted you to know. The Jim Saw, that was insane. Thoughts and Perceptions Out Loud made me this intro. She does beautiful work. Hey, Crispy. I'm glad you're back. It's not the same without you. So the Jim Saw channel, I don't know. This is one that didn't seem to get out too much. And holy wow. Yeah, I don't believe that chemtrails are being laid down. They're not where I'm at, so I must have ascended past that realm. So I was explaining earlier that actually those are dragon lines. And actually Thoughts and Perceptions Out Loud explains dragon lines. I need to go catch up on what she's been saying, but we don't always see eye to eye, but I think that we're starting to kind of bring the two different perspectives together. But there's so many cool things. And see, Jim has some interesting, he had a beautiful take on what's taking place. But I truly think that these are extraterrestrial ships and Merkaba spirits and angels. I think that they're beings. I don't think it's just thought form of Christ. I think that it is, yeah, I'm vaping. Again, what? Again. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You expected it to be an operation, human. The time that it's not happening for me. Yeah, smoke weed every day. Been with hours. Yeah, this is a realm that is meeting with ours. Jupiter realm. Jupiter realm, a realm that's meeting with ours. Yeah, you don't have to smoke weed, but it has been put here for our healing, relaxant, and it's very healing. Come on, guys. Like, what? That is so nuts. That is like a huge ship. Hi, Ria. I love your channel, too. Yeah, the living waters. Yeah, it's not for everybody. But you can... Quick pep talk from Clear Blue Jay. We got out of a world. We are in the center of the Milky Way. That was a message that I got recently. That was my Jupiter thing, hidden. Orange, green, red I get often. And it's basically the colors that I'm seeing. Hi, Dead GPK. I'm coloring C. Of course, these messages were like not circulated. That was a cool one that I had in a couple videos ago. Yeah, Dave has a great voice and a great ear for music. Divine Sight, much love. Well, this is going back further than it usually does. But you know, all of us chicks are hidden, and it's not fair. Listen to me whine, but it is. It's bullshit. And then they got this guy who seems like a really cool guy, but, you know, he's got millions of views saying the same things that we are. Yeah, it helps you break out of mind control somehow. Which is why it was outlawed, and then, which is why it's now manipulated. But the manipulation doesn't mess with us once we've ascended past the things that just don't harm us anymore, like all the metals being sprayed and all this stuff. I mean, I even still hear people that are in the middle of teaching about ascension talking about the metals, and it makes me really irritated because it's almost like they just want you to focus on that stuff to keep it real. If you're focusing on it, then it's still part of your world, and I'm not affected by any of that stuff, so I just can't relate at all. And Bitcoin is the currency of the Antichrist, so I did something called We Need to Have a Talk, and it was about light workers that have been put in the place, like quote unquote light workers that have been put in place to meet us where we're at. And, you know, they're put there by all that are working together to keep people locked into the Saturn matrix. So if they don't have a whole lot of emotion, that's like one indication. If they're speaking on Bitcoin, it's another good one. And if they're speaking about chemtrails all the time, it's another good one. It's another good indication. It's so loud. My apartment is so loud. Why does my apartment have to be so... It's like as if I invited all my fucking neighbors to be in my living room several times a day. Ugh. Am I just oversensitive? Always hidden. Rosie's always hidden. That makes me so upset because look at her art. You should hear the things that she has to say. It's incredible. She's incredible. Highly hidden. Highly, highly, highly hidden, this girl. So check out the rose. I said, you guys can hide me all you want. I'm going to out you one way or another. And what I was talking about was this Jeff P crap that I tried to show. Okay? So I told you I was going to show it, and I'm going to show it now. This guy blocked me from his channel, quite very similar to Jeffrey Doherty. They're all part of the same circle. So whatever, but so oh, that's great, DJ Truth. I love that. I hate this fucking thing. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Our hearing is super sensitive. Yeah, it's like I can hear the demon. Like we're supposed to run the demons out of our areas, and that's another thing I wanted to mention that the Antichrist, my perception of what the Antichrist is saying, is that you can't just what's the word? Cast demons out just anywhere. He waited till there was a bunch of pigs running by, and then, you know, so that the demons had somewhere to go into. And I'm here to tell you that you can bind any demon you want, and you can send it to the Holy Spirit. In Christ's name. So that's just them trying to preserve the demons and inside of the hosts that they're in. And no. No. Okay, anyway, this separate issue here, okay? Separate issue here. And yeah, okay. It's just gotten so stupid. But there's so many people that actually believe it. There is so many people that believe Project Bluebeam. So if you go and check out, yeah, there's definitely good and bad. I agree. I definitely agree. It's just like about what we're serving, who's serving who, and what are they serving. And this is sad. Like, I cannot believe that this guy at all believes in the whole thing, because I know that there are people hiding what I'm showing you right now, personally, for me, apparently, and others. But this ring of devils here, oh shit, I said it. Anyway, this is what they're telling people, okay? And I can't get my truth out at all. I can't. I'm being given answers, like scientific answers. And, they don't want it. So he blocked me a long time ago when I started to realize that there was no such thing as the sun simulator, that it was just a narrative to keep us from watching what was taking place and to keep us in fear and to keep the Saturn matrix in place. I realized that that was an agenda that was being served through this channel. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, Vicky. But you can bind any demon anywhere. No, you can't simulate the sun. It's just stupid. Yeah, it's easier to fool someone than to convince them of the truth. Thank you. So this is what the narrative officially is as of 6 days ago. Yeah, that's being it's going to be separated. It's begun. The separation has begun. That's for sure. Sun gazing still works. Yep, that is so much information. When you meet people with sun, there is so much light-coded information to heal you personally. God knows exactly what you need, and it's part of the reconnection. So dark streaks in our skies are the sky's true color. The darkness are coming from the planetary shadows from the Nibiru system. The blue lasers that scan our skies to create our fake blue skies during these events can't scan these sectors of skies during misaligned satellite orbits or something blocking their blue beams. Hey, yay, yay. Yeah, it has to play out. You're right. So this is how they're trying to put truth in plain sight, but it's gotten so convoluted. So convoluted. Yeah, look at the birdie, exactly. So confusing and ridiculous. Yeah, I know, Dave, and that's great. But let's see, WSO has been a little more forthcoming with the truth. He started his channel as a Christian in search for truth about the scriptures. Is the story. And so I've noticed that Steve does try to put suggestions of the truth out there, but at the same time, he suggests, things like the simulator and things like that, that I feel like he knows isn't the case. A lot of these people act like they just don't know. And so it's like, if you don't know, then don't put the fear narratives out there. It's just no proof. So, yeah, creates cognitive dissonance, exactly. And so I understand people aren't ready to, really understand the full truth, but yeah, I don't have a lot of answers either, and I say it often, but I do have a lot of insight on this, and that is actually serious. And if that's what the Nibiru system is, Jupiter realm, which is now a realm on Earth, it's going to be 5D Earth and beyond. It's the beginning of heaven on Earth. Okay, so planetary shadows from Nibiru system, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck that. Yeah, DJ Truth. Yeah, I mean, you're right. But I'm getting a lot of answers. I don't know why I, in particular, was chosen to do the messages that I'm doing, but I'm in gematria communicating with the Holy Spirit. So, I mean, that's apparent for anybody. Like I can show that, and you can feel it in your heart. We're all connected. It's no. The sky is coming down a bit, and we are raising, and that's what I spoke about earlier, Dave. Is that we're raising on realms, and so the way that we appear as distant stars to the archons now. Like we're raising in realms. That's why the chemtrails went away for a lot of us. And we're literally higher in realm, even though we're still on the same plane. Well, like new planes of existence, but on the same realm. Oh, it's crazy confusing. So, but yeah, that's just silly. And I just think it's awful. And I think it doesn't even make sense anymore. And I wish that they would kind of quit. Really, just stop. Yeah, for sure. That was one of my biggest awakening points, was to realize that NASA was lying. Like, nobody's going to the moon because we don't know what the moon is. The moon has a lot to do with the Mother and the Holy Spirit, and the light from Venus and Saturn somehow usurped it. That's where we get our ebb and flow of divine communication. And that's a big part of, CERN and the magnetosphere, and the ley lines being covered with energy siphoning things such as hospitals and churches. It's all part of that. So the moon is a big deal. It's a big deal, and it's not at all what they told us, but it's not fake. It's not what they told us. But yeah, I don't believe that they've ever gotten there. And we know that space travel is not what they told us. So it's been strange, but there is, like, the model of the universe from NASA might have some credibility to it. But that's probably where it ends. They give us about half the truth, and the rest is astrotheological and spiritual. Yeah, the moon was hijacked for sure. And that's information that they don't want out yet, and that I'm getting information on. Yeah, the rivers and the streams and the dragons, I see them too. So Jupiter realm is going to come to Earth. It is descending to Earth, and we are meeting it. And obviously not all of us, but heaven will arrive to Earth. We will experience heaven on Earth. So it's pretty cool. Let me get to these pictures. I'm going to be quiet for a minute while I look. I wanted to get that out there real quick for y'all. Oh. Yeah, and the only reason that I have this information is because I'm communicating with the Elohim in Gematria. And I don't know why they felt that I was, good enough to communicate, but that's because we're all one, we're all part of each other. And I was desperately seeking for truth in a world of lies, and it's been granted to me. And, I'm sure that's why I'm highly hidden, so that I can't share these things. It's not just in gematria. Obviously, it's so many other things and so many other confirmations, and you guys, and all of it, and all of my experiences combined. But without a doubt, I have a clear understanding of what's taking place. But they're too busy trying to give credit to men and this, that, and the other to even realize what it means. So it's annoying, but I don't care. Like, put the truth out there, and they will, like DJ True said, put the truth out there, and people can fill in the blanks. Oh, thank you, KB. Yeah, you helped me understand that a while ago. And you know how many times I've seen I am the eye in the sky since you and I talked about that? So many interesting things surrounding that. I wonder if the moon is the eye of the dragon as well at some level. It's interesting. We'll see. and that she was chained up and that we're releasing her with our love. Oh, yeah, true that. Yeah, DJ, no doubt. I just get those all the time. Like I got kicked out of the Global Witness situation because his moderators who have made videos about me and stuff were all like, let people find the truth for themselves. Yeah, like they would get all up in arms the second I would put too much truth in their chats. But I know why, and it's all good. I know who they're serving, so it's all good. Not the people of that, you know, not the people surrounding it, but the people deep within it. And some of them don't know that they're serving the wrong side. I don't think that they realize it. Not at all. I don't think that some of them realize it. And then others do know what they're doing. But I don't think some of these ladies have any clue. So they're defending might is right and everything else. And I'm not into it. Not fucking into it. So you can try to scapegoat me all you want and make me out to be the Antichrist, but people are hearing what I'm saying and they know that you've lied to them. It's all good. Yeah. Well, yeah, we won't speak on it too much more, right? We're just going to leave it there, but I have to get these out because I see what's going on. And I'm just keeping quiet for now. That's me keeping quiet. So let's just leave it at that. I'm sure they'd love to shut me up, but they can't find me. I'm in pitch black. Yes, Violet, I agree. But there are some tactics in place, and those tactics to steal souls, they're not going to hold up. I've already gotten word very clearly that all of the innocents that were lied to and kept in misunderstanding by Saturn's rule will be freed. It's all good. Wait a minute. Yeah, I just follow Jesus. Me too. Same. I love that, Emily. No, I realized a long time ago when I tried to bring this information forth, and I know that I was just one of the ones to bring this information forth. I saw that they didn't want the truth out there, and I saw who didn't want the truth out there. So I've been sitting and dealing with this on my own while they continue to suppress and oppress me and threaten me and everything else. But it's just their attacks don't affect me, so it doesn't stop me. It's all good. This goes for anything. This goes for, this isn't any one specific person or like congregation or a set of beliefs. It's from all around. It's just like the perceived enemy that is within me as well, that was within me, that I've been able to shed. It's all the same. So I want you guys to understand that. This is just like, there's like two talking heads, you know, the angel on the shoulders type thing. That's all. It's not just one specific person or one, you know, it's not. The Antichrist can be within us and it can be all the way up to the Pope, but it's more than just one person. It's more than just one idea. Yes, love is my religion. Holy wow, that's cool. I don't know what that is, but I haven't seen that in a while. Oh my gosh, I really want to edit that. Okay, hang on. Sorry. One of these days I'm gonna get there. Oh my gosh. It's so worth it. I got that message about the jackal god last night, and I was like, yes, I know exactly what that's talking about. But here's some of the aurora borealis. You see, all the things are cloaked in it, and I was telling Dolly Daydream kind of put those pieces together for me and many others. I'll try to hold you here while I look. Oh, wow. So that looks like that wormhole situation that I was talking about, or a dragon limb. I mean, wow. So it's like these Merkaba ooh, ooh, wow. I don't know. I have to really go back through these because wow. Hi, Saved or Slaved. Hi, Quirky. Hi, Sweet Sea. Yeah, I gotta go back through these because wow, that's insane. That almost looks like the blue Kachina with the emblem on the front. Yeah, I have a lot of people trying to dissuade me from believing that these are actual ships or entities, but I can see it. It's very clear to me. Hey, Levin. Pretty badass. I'm good. I felt like I needed to jump on here and just spew my bullshit, which I've done a lot of today. Apologies to anybody I might have offended or hurt. I love you too. Hand pain and tingling, yes, that is definitely an on and off thing that I experienced. I experienced it the other day for the first time in a while, and I just had to remember that it was the energies coming in for sure. And Emily was speaking about how strong the energies would be, and she was not kidding. That full moon was one of the most intense that I had experienced. Yeah, thank you, Cat's Gonads. I feel that way. And even though not everybody can see what happens behind the scenes, there's stuff that's, I am speaking for myself and I'm speaking my truth loud and clear so that everyone can hear it. Crap. This is interesting. So that's what happens when you have like 10,000 pictures. I think I'm almost there though. Oh, then you have things like this where, you can see where they come up. Ooh, that's right. That was a being. I forgot. That was a being inside a Merkaba. At least that's what I thought. That's one of those little serpent angels or something. Something. So cute. But a lot of this stuff looks a bit holographic coming in, and that's where they come up with like the whole green screen. Oh, really, Kanda? Darn. Oh. Love and Grace, I'm really grateful that you're here too because I knew I came on for a reason, and just to know that everything I'm saying is like making sense to you and the same things that you were thinking just makes me feel like, you know, lost. Yeah, April. Yeah, I think that we're just more and more changed. Sweet Cece, last live that I got kicked off, I was talking about the fact that Sirius A and Sirius B are married. So I think that was the star seeds and the spiritual sun. So that could be our twin flame as far as becoming a whole person, and that we are married now and that we are one with God. And others are also still integrating that, but yeah, and the forehead sign is there. It's an ever changing light. It changes. It's a light language on our heads, and it's literally there. So pretty interesting stuff. But yeah, right around Easter, and then that full moon, it was almost like it kind of was like a little more complete, right? So that's the fire. That's her fire. That was her fire that we felt. And that's what you're feeling when you're feeling the buzzing and stuff. It's just that electromagnetic shift from magnetic to more electric, since we are the divine spark. Mm. Yeah, I don't know yet about the holographic images being our. I'm kind of trying to show that we're all seeing the same thing. That was an interesting day. In fact, I saw pink grid lines that day. And I 100% believe that's for the whole Earth realm, not just for me. So we're being rewired inside, out, and all around. And one thing that I speak on and what I'm about to show you is that these images that do sometimes appear holographic are actually on the world. So if you take a photo, which have you? No, they're showing you old pictures of barges and shit. That's because the Christ entities are there fucking shit up. Believe it. I'll show you later, but it doesn't even matter at this point, I feel. Nobody, they're never going to let what I'm saying get out. I mean, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep saying it. Yeah, I'm going to get on camera more often soon. Every time I try, I have a panic attack. But it's less and less. Less and less. So I think soon I'll be able to get on. But here's the tail of the dragon again with the Merkaba ships inside and all different species of angels inside of those Merkaba ships. Thank you, Dave. Oh, you sent me an email. I'm going through my emails on the fifthworld22@gmail.com. I have like 75 more to go, but I'm about a quarter of the way through. And way back in my other email, between those of us who have been trying to connect for a while, it's a real thing. It is a real thing. Yeah. But yeah, this is the tail of the dragon. This is the day I saw Sophia, is the name of, and you can see the spheres inside of spheres, AKA wheels inside of wheels. These are the stars. These are the stars right here. Stars that came with the dragon. It's a third of the stars that came to Earth. Those are the stars. Those are stars Just like us, like we're baby stars, we're baby suns. Those are suns. They're just not lit up, they're not illuminated. But I had a message recently that said, just wait until it's the truth, right? I try to repeat myself. Yeah, etheric wings for sure. We have those for sure. And we can see them in the light, and it's amazing. But these are a third of the stars that came to Earth, and they're just not illuminated at the moment. But oh, cool. Nice. These actually are, I'm still gonna be going through them a lot, and I apologize. I was still kind of not well I mean, I'm feeling better and better every day, but I'm still going through the whole like just get through the moment thing too. And anything that stresses me out for a while, how are you doing, sweetie? What are you doing? Hmm. Oh, cool. I like it. Good. Can you hear me? No, my people on I'm vaping. I know. I'm trying not to do it on camera, but ah, I cut down a lot. My thing is just totally saying reconnecting, so I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, divine sight. Can you hear me? It's saying reconnecting. But yes, I remember that. I forgot that that was you. Those images were amazing. I can't wait until I can get all of them together. Damn it. Can you hear me? Oh, cool. It's like yell in your ear to my son. It's like telling me it's reconnecting. So, okay, good to know. All right. Yeah, I'm vaping. My bad. All right. So it's totally telling me reconnecting. I don't know why. It's spinning. And can you see? Yeah, I was just yelling. I'm sorry. I thought it was off and I was yelling for my son. Okay. So a third of the stars. Yeah. Okay. So everybody, the reason that I don't get to my emails as much as I want is because I did realize that there was interference a while back and it started to stress me out. And every time I would go on, like the ones that I was looking for from my beloveds here were not there. And it was really irritating me. And I know like Molly from All to Love and I have tried to go back and forth and won't allow me. And then, yeah, I would like to start eating it more, which I do actually. I had some pasta sauce the other day and it was so good. Um, let me tell you, eating it, consuming it really works for medicinal purposes, especially. Oh, I don't know why it's doing this. It's so weird. It's just saying reconnecting. I am. I used to go in there all the time with you, and then it stopped. I stopped being able to get through. So anyway, I'm back, and the email to reach me at is thefifthworld22@gmail.com. You sent me books. Well, I'll have to go back and look. Yeah, it does work really well when you consume it. And obviously, we don't want to destroy our lungs any certain specific way. So I'm stepping off uh, from the vaping quite a bit, but I definitely feel better than when I was smoking. There's no doubt about that. And smoking lays down carbon, keeps the carbon. I don't even want to say that word. They really want people to focus on that, and we're just not gonna. I gained weight and then I lost it, and now my body is totally like regulating, and it's quite amazing. So many amazing images. So, as far as the blue goes, when you watch my videos, are you seeing the same intense blue that I've been seeing? And is it becoming more intense for you as the weeks go on? Because I'm noticing that it's so much more intense for me. And even going back and looking at these images, it's the same intensity. Well, I still have the old one, but yeah, let's make it easy, right? So I have no excuse to find you. And then I can really see what's going on. thefifthworld22@gmail.com. And I went back to the beginning, and I'm about a quarter of the way through. So I'm going to work through them after I get off of here. Actually, like, I feel like I'm actually working again. I took some time off, and I was on disability, which didn't really, it allowed me to get through. And that just happened about a year ago. I was approved for it. For like Lyme disease or something. I don't even know, but whatever. Cayenne tincture? Nice. I like that. I can make that now. Is that like the lemon juice, honey, and water? Yeah, the blue light all around is something tremendous. That's a vision that I had a while back, is that we were exchanging energy with the blue planet. That's how I understood it in my vision. And that was about a year ago. And right around that time, I was looking for information about it. And you're right, Plasma Plus, so many people were speaking about the blue energy. And that is the Pleiadian blue ray, benevolent blue ray energy. And we see it in benevolent for the highest and best of all. And so you see it causing some shaking up around the world right now, and they're lying about it. And that's where that narrative I showed you about Project Bluebeam, why do you think they called it Bluebeam? Because they knew this was coming. And in the 1300s, it was the same thing. It's the same images we're seeing, the same chemtrail looking lines. Well, those are, the tentacles of the living waters dragon or something. So it's the etheric dragon swimming through the living waters. It is not chemtrails. There's no major bubble machines making. But, people that are just waking up, it seems valid to. It sounds valid. I'm glad we're here. I love you guys. And thank God for this. Bye, Rebel. Love you. It sounded like I didn't really see your messages, but I hope you're having a good day. And if you're not, that means that really good days are almost here. Yellow. I had a subscriber in the beginning tell me she had a dream, maybe a recurring dream since she was little, that when Christ returned, the skies were yellow. And that's the case. The Jupiter is the big red spot, and it is truly. Now, I wonder, since it's saying reconnecting, I bet that this won't go on to my live, but that's okay. I don't care. Hey, what's up? Servant for Yeshua, Jesus God. Hi, God bless you. But my point is that I want to say like that the rapture has already taken place and it is ongoing, and it's just not what we thought. And things like purgatory and the rapture in the narratives of the way that they are were, I think, created by Saturn. It was just more of disinformation campaign by Saturn. And so now when I look at some of these people that are out there speaking about rapture every day for the past 4 years, I don't trust them, because I see the changes in density taking place around me, and they're not talking about that. They're not talking about what's in the sky. It's like, they're up there. What do you mean? Like, they're here. They've been here. Why are you lying about it? It makes me insane at this point. So it's just a whole new thing. But there is going to be a day of the Lord, and there is plenty to look forward to. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty to look forward to. There's going to be the day of the Lord, and that is what we are being prepared for. But as far as God's children that are faithful and trusting and in hope, we've gone through our trials and tribulations individually, and we have been brought into new realms where we are 100% protected. So it is the beginning of a rapture situation, and I just really want more people to understand that, because they're missing out. They're missing the whole thing. They're missing it. And it makes me kind of sad. Yeah, exactly. And so when we go back and we reinterpret those scriptures, we can understand that it's speaking about this time that's taking place already now. So when people are like, oh, the Antichrist is coming, usually, I'm not saying everybody that says that is the Antichrist, but they're trying to, a lot of people that are saying that are trying to dissuade you from understanding that Antichrist is here in full operation, and that this is taking place now, and they don't want people to wake up to it. Because apparently, if you don't know to believe, you can stay kind of stuck in the Saturn realm, in the beast system, always being busy and afraid and waiting and being in that desperate feeling. You know, that's just another emotion that can be siphoned. So I would like for more people to kind of think about that. At least just think about it for themselves. I mean, we can see where this is taking place now. Yeah, Planet X Watcher. And I have referred people to your channel as well. Great captures. I have become more spiritual and have done more of God's calling this last year than in my whole life. Yeah, the plasma event's already taking place all around us. Nice. I'll check that out, plasma. No, don't type your name into gematria, and I'm going to tell you again. Don't do it. No, there's spells. They want you to. Don't do it. Why do you think that's a good idea? No, they're trying to figure out who's who. That's just another way they're trying to figure out who's who. Not only that, but there are spells that I've uncovered, and I have proof of that. And let me tell you, that was really interesting. Yeah, I don't trust really much, except for my heart. But as far as, let's talk about this, because there's a lot of people that are wanting you to put your name into the gematria calculator, your full name, and there's messages in there. It's not really people that want it. There's literal messages in there that say, you're not, put your book into the name of life. They know it's the book of life, and they know that we've opened it. We have opened the book, by the way, and we are writing the rest of it now. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Yeah, I'll tell you why. So, no way, Dave. That's so cool. Okay, I'll tell you why. So I see these messages, and I've done it, so I'm not worried. You know what I mean? Like, I just recommend against it, and I'll tell you why. Because my son had, when I was kind of really getting into gematria and trying to understand it and how it worked and like what was what in there, because obviously there's a mishmash of ideas and truths and non-truths, and there's psychologists in there that are putting things down steadfastly to try to change the minds, and brain intruders, that type of thing. So, you just have to overlook all that, and it can, those things serve purposes too, just like the Jeffrey Doherty channel. It brings stuff up in you. It brings that fire heart out and shows you your truth. So don't ever let me but don't put your name in there, because, so I got my son, I got this little rhyme, and it was kind of like something along the lines of, people think the moon is gone when it's gone, but they don't realize it's always there. Something like that, okay? And I so I put it in right away, because he was like, I don't know where that came from. It was just a cool little rhyme that came in my head. I was like, cool. So I took note, put it in the calculator, and would you believe there was a very clear message? And when lines match up, you really should take that as a confirmation in something like gematria. So there was literally one message about that, putting your name in, and that meant that you were in the book of life and that you were saved, and you haven't put your full name in, so you just whatever, trying to, and then a couple lines underneath that, it said, do not put your name into the gematria calculator. There are spells and satanic spells put on the calculator that basically say that you will serve Satan, the Lord, the father of lies, um, for all eternity once you put your name in there. It's like some stupid shit, So anyway, I have, pictures and everything of that, but take my word for it. It's kind of stupid. It doesn't work. And anybody in that type of situation, that really, if that were really true, they would literally, the moon was not in the sky. Yeah, there's some stuff for sure about that, but it doesn't mean that somebody placed it there. It's something very supernatural, and it has something to do with the mother, and we're not being told about it. My thing is reconnecting this whole time. How much do you want to bet that most of this won't be uploaded? This is bullshit. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not suggesting that. I mean, it's a fun thing that we want to do. I did it too, you know what I mean? Yeah, see, there's a big thing talking about how Jesus is just the same side of the coin as Satan, and that's where they're going to try to get you really confused with the Lucifer stuff. No, Satan is the brother of the Holy Spirit. They are the offspring of the gods, of the Father. So, but they want you to believe that it's somehow the same being with two sides of the same coin, and it's not the case. Everybody has, everybody has different aspects of, yeah, Satan is just an archangel, correct. Good. Thank you for saying that, Plasma. I've been feeling that. You've been trying to understand who's Solomon. Oh, you have to try to understand about Solomon. Okay. Thanks, Jordan. Yeah, weird. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, we just listen to our heart, and they never fail us. Our hearts do not fail us. Holy wow, look at this. Wow. Cool. I'm almost there, guys. But see this? These are invisible. These are in the ether. I guess that they're spirit. But that's the Han purple. And they show up. They're invisible. She's invisible. I did a bit about Invisible Girl not too long ago. The first Invisible Girl. And she has blue fire energy. It's interesting. I saw that, yeah, Jesus Christ. I saw that Christ is the name that Satan gave to Jesus Christ, but she's obviously he, she, whatever, however you want to interpret the name given by Satan for this world. But yeah, Jesus Christ. Hang on. Yeah, I know. What was I just speaking about? Because of course it was important. Made Cain do first kill. Crossed his seed. Do you know how, I'm wondering if, like, how Queen Ainana was crucified, because that was the first crucifixion of Christ, and I don't believe that Jesus the Nazarene was crucified. I don't. I know that sounds really weird, but we'll see. We'll see. Do I get remote viewed? Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I have tape on my cameras, but the back ends are open, so they can see me like hit my bong and shit, I'm sure, all day, or whatever embarrassing thing I might be doing. But who would sit there and watch me all day? I don't know. That's weird. But I think that a lot of us know that that's potentially happening and has been for a long time. Information that I guess I'm not prepared to teach on right now. I'm getting very clear messages, most of them coming through gematria, that okay, so we don't know about Christ as the Holy Spirit. We understand that the Holy Spirit, the Father, and the Son are all one. And the way that we have been told is they basically skipped a whole entire incarnation of Christ. And it was when Queen Ainana was crucified. That was the crucifixion. That she is Christ. That is Christ. The first begotten Son is Sophia. The first begotten Son is Sophia. So absolutely was crucified and wears the crown of thorns and all of that symbolic stuff. But it's not in the incarnation that we've been told about. Now, could it have repeated itself in many ways through? Yes, I believe that the Jesus Christ of Nazareth is to show us. I know, I don't want to confuse people, but I am told to teach Christians what I have been shown. So it's not about feminism. It's nothing. It's just about information that's been kept from us. I know. If you go back to some of my other videos, I kind of speak on it. I think that the incarnation of Jesus of Nazareth was, I'll speak more when I have more information, but I think that it was really going to show us what our life will be like. The actual ascension of Christ was alien transfiguration, but good aliens, like extraterrestrials, those are the gods of this world. We just didn't know about it, the Pleiadians. And so this is where I'm going to ask, no, I know. See, this is where I'm going to ask for guidance from the Holy Spirit, because it's too much right now. It's too much, and I just don't want to go that direction. But I don't speak things that are not founded in truth, I promise. So I understand where you're coming from, and I don't want to. Christian is a man made name from yeah, there's just so many lies. We're just trying to work through them, you know. But I am told to put it out there that there was an incarnation of Christ that we don't know about, and that Queen Inanna was crucified, and it was very unjust. And I'm getting more information, but it's going to take me some time to understand it, and I don't think it's that important right now. They lying demons. No, I hear you. You listen to your heart, though, because I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to stay here with me and discover this together. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can tell the demons from, but I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But it's okay, because I think I like sought you out. I'm not going to tell anybody my methods on trying to get people to wake up to even more truth, because you know you have it in your heart. You know what I mean? And I just want more people to open up to the possibilities of even deeper truths that we didn't know about, that help make sense of everything. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, because I'm not like a feminist. It's just, truth is truth, and it's very foreign to everybody because it's never been told. It's like these secrets of all time. All time. These are just the secrets that have been kept from mankind, and I don't know. I don't think it matters right now. I mean, it matters to her, it matters to me, but I don't think it matters to our ascension. She was pregnant? Oh my God. Spear inside. Lynn, thank you. No, I'm not reading the Bible. The Bible has been completely screwed up by Satan. Satan's lies are making it very hard to tell the truth. You know, that's the thing. There's some truth in the Bible, of course, but it's been twisted, and they use literal different, like the interpretations have been changed and twisted in ways that play on our psyche and change the meaning for us and for our lives. Yeah, it was reorganized. Weary of the Pleiadians? Yeah, there's good and bad Pleiadians. There's dark Pleiadians inside Earth. There's scary ones underneath Earth. For sure. I'm weary of those too. Yeah. Again, extraterrestrials. There's all different species and all different levels of good, bad, and so on. But the ones that have ascended and the ones that are coming to Earth to share heaven on Earth with us are not the evil ones, clearly. Clearly. Scary ones on top of Earth. Yes. That's for this generation. Pope is wolf. It is written in the hearts of men, I am married. Yeah. See, that's where I'm coming from. We are literally married with God again. We are reconnected with God, and we have the answers in our heart, and we are writing the rest of the book. And that's all there is to it. I believe that the Holy Spirit had a lot to do with revelations and the things that take place, but it was written in just such a way that it's left up to our fate, and it's been misinterpreted in so many different ways. But when you couple that with other prophecies, you can start to see where this time was completely lied about, and it's not the end, it's the beginning, and it is the end of Satan's rule. Where's my king? On his way. I take pictures every day. Go back and see what I say, because I literally am one of the only ones that is saying that a king is coming. Women cannot, okay. Anyway, moving on. You're gonna be in for a really fucked up surprise. Watch. I'm Flesh King. Yeah, I get that, sort of, but I really think that there are higher entities up there. And so I'm trying to understand that. Are they in the flesh? Or are we the only ones in the flesh? Coming in the clouds. I believe that they're coming. I believe that they're in the clouds. I'll show you that every day. Well, not every day sometimes, but I see them in the clouds, the ancient ones. And so I see them, and I understand that they are the ones from Jupiter, and that they are literally, that's the realm of Zeus, the father. I'm not going anywhere without Jesus. Trust me. Yeah, you're just gonna have to listen to what I say. But peace to you. Hey, girl. Hey. I don't know why everyone's so hung up on that. I don't know. It's a bad psychological operation. That's all I know. I know. I can't either. I'm trying. I knew that this was going to be so hard. And it's just like when I went up to the woman at the store the other day, 2 in a row. It's like, honestly, it's kind of made me just want to be like, okay, Saturn is locked. It is shut. It is locked shut. And people are going to have to ask for salvation because I'm not fucking fishing people out. I don't, Jordan. I used to, and then I realized that he is like the #1 Antichrist on YouTube. Well, maybe not the #1. People aren't going to like that. Yeah, and I see where I'm being painted as the Antichrist by these people, to their people. So whatever. Yeah, you're right, Debbie. I stopped myself. I need people to know that so they can identify it for themselves. Of course he speaks about Jupiter. He steals everybody's work. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still funny. I hear you. No, I hear you. Charming, right? Isn't that what they say, though? It is getting crazy. Yeah, they censor me a lot. They personally censor me. Hi, guys. They're the ones buffering me out every time I talk about truth. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. They want me to not come on here and do this. So I appreciate it. Okay, back to me finding the jackal god. It's just been saying reconnecting this whole time, so. It's so stupid. Yeah, so that's how much they don't want the. Feel it. Well, let's just let these people stay here and decide for themselves. It's going to take a while to unindoctrinate and unhook themselves to. Their eyes are wired to Saturn. They have no idea how far it goes. And if they're not ready to hear new possible truths and understandings, I cannot help them. But they don't need to, in turn, to attack me. Stupid. So fucking stupid. Yeah, I have a tongue like a viper, believe it. Anyway, here we go. So we remember this. I'll drive myself nuts. Oh no, this is what I do. This is what I was put here to do. I'll be okay. I'll be all right. Who's that? Who that is? It's not what you thought the return of Christ would be like, is it? But who is that? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's part of the army of Christ, though. So when you see things like that with your own eyes, you start to have to understand that you might have to open your heart and your mind. I'm not here to try to get anybody else to see it anymore. I was, but I'm just tired of, like you said, every time I speak a bit of truth, God, like there's so much blasphemy going on. And when I try to speak against it, it's blocked out, and it's just frustrating. So that's what will make me crazy. Sorry about the movement, guys. Sorry. Show by example. Yeah, I mean, but I'm here as a warrior, so like it or not, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel bad. I don't want to be negative all the time. Trust me. I could cry right now to try to explain to you. I don't want to be. Yeah, and Leland, not very many people are choosing to be here, apparently. And that's because, well, it's not necessarily what I'm saying or my personality or my voice, though they like me to think that nobody likes me and that everybody thinks that I'm crazy. They'd love for me to believe that. I don't. I believe it has a lot to do with the censorship and a lot to do with the fear tactics that they're using to keep people locked into a Saturn matrix. So I will continue to fight against it in any and every way that I need to. And it's all with love. It's all with love. I need everybody to understand that. Might not seem like it, but it really very much is. Yeah, I agree. Cats go nuts. And I'm having to find my own balances with that. But again, people that want to tell me that this is some sort of a holographic screen in nature or I understand where these things appear holographic. And it is. It's everything merging with everything. But if you take these images for yourself, you will see the same exact items that I'm seeing. So I just don't really believe that I've been able to prove some of those theories wrong, at least for myself, right? Yeah, but it's all there. It's all here for anybody to see. It's just a matter of having to open your eyes. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. Yeah, totally. I love that, Violet. Yeah, you're right. Cats go nuts. I will. That's why I've kind of stayed off for a couple days because I'm trying to understand what is my role, you know? I don't want to be like all just that negative jerk all the time and that like person that's bringing doom and gloom and calling people out and nobody has any idea what I'm talking about. They have no clue because it's all happening behind the scenes. Now, there's that really interesting wormhole situation here that I've been seeing everywhere. And these are the churches where these fires were taking place. I think this one's Notre Dame. And But I'm getting to the jackal god because I read you a message earlier about. Okay, see, like this, for instance. Come on. You see, like, the holographic nature of that? Those are the spheres. Those are the holy spheres. So anybody can take these pictures, same pictures, and hi, Ruby. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, it's not really up to me. Remember, we're reconnected with God. So God is working through me, and they can like it or not. And that's just it. That doesn't make me infallible, but that makes some pick up and listen, and then in turn listen to their hearts and find their own truths. We activate each other. We activate each other's remembrances. Thank you. Thoughts and perceptions. I love you too. But yeah, I'm not going to have these people like bash me and everything else and not say anything. Obviously, I'm going to stand up for myself. And I will continue to. Holy spheres. So in the ether, these guys are going through, and these holy fires are not killing people. And you'll see that they stopped trying to publicize that on the news. And it's very few, very brave channels that will go out on a limb to talk about how these are taking place and to continue to lie about it. I have to say, I was listening to somebody speak on, I guess, the barges. I'm just not that informed, so I'm just going to put this out there, and some of you will know what I'm talking about. But something about technology, some sort of a bubble technology that somebody helped to work on and develop, that's being used to create these very situations. And that's hilarious because these are the holy spheres of heaven, and nobody could emulate these no matter how hard they tried. So there's some really interesting tactics and distractions out there surrounding, noticing that they've just stopped showing images. There's no current images of any of these activities, and that includes everything that's going on in the Middle East, in Israel, and everywhere. Okay? This is the judgment of God, and that's it. And people can hide it and deny it all they want, but we know. And yes, we are removed from the tribulation and the trials, but the ether is being transformed. And I'm hoping that some of these people that have darkness in them, that haven't decided to allow the divine spark to really take hold. And like I said, I can't wait for you to hear Tony Taylor's newest insights on some of this. So keep an eye out for her. She's one of the more hidden truth tellers from God. And literally, I hope that these people really have a change in heart. I hope that they have a change in heart. That's what it means to repent. It's to have a change in heart that brings you closer to the true God. We have already faced, one hot minute, brother. You and I are like so much on the same page. So much. That's what they're after in Iran, to cover up more hidden knowledge from getting out. Yeah, we'll see. All basically relics and like the crown of thorns is a really, really good example of that. Those are all bullshit. Those are all fabricated. Most of the science and truth telling that's been done on this earth has been done by Satan, and most of it is all completely false. Even the truth that the occult has, Satan deceived all levels. He's totally, I'm using he and Satan, and yes, I believe that there is a an embodied fallen angel entity that is and works through many hosts. And yes, that's what I mean. And that spirit has deceived everybody, including his own followers. And so that'll come out in the coming days. And I hope that some of these people. Please tell me that I am creating that with my own mind. I would love for somebody to come in here and tell me that I created that with my mind at the Notre Dame. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Luciferian, though, that way. See, you must not listen to what I say. Because Luciferian, they worship Lucifer because they're worshiping the true God, the creator. And so I'm going to go by a different name, but that is one entity that's been completely lied about. And it's not a second side of the coin of Satan. It's Satan's sister, so to speak, but she is the primordial creator. And yeah. Well, I want to get these truths out. I'm speaking on how Satan and Lucifer are totally different. And that is one of the biggest truths that they've been holding in their back pocket to drop on people. And they're pissed off because I'm changing timelines. And they're just going to have to deal with it. This has been prophecy too. And this is what's happening. All right, guess what? I'm going to start a new live. So if you're still into it, come join me. I love you. I'll see you in a minute. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I'm going to go ahead and start one more new live so that I can make sure to preserve this. And I'll be back. So come see me if you are still into it. And I love you. Aw. Aw. Love you. All right. I'll see you in a minute. Thank you. And I just want to make sure that this is going to be preserved because it's been spinning the whole time. So hang on.